with the fan up. I got Santa. I go monkey. Off that. Don't do just what I say. Pull up, pass the Uber in there.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two middle linebackers who are counted on to be leaders on defense. It's Brian Cushing going up against Derek Johnson. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A minute ago, Arrowhead was rocking. The offense led out by all-pro tight end Travis Kelce as the Chiefs get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden here in the booth. And Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
Cairo Santos ready to get us started, and we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6'4 quarterback, the former Pitt Panther, Tom Savage.
And Tom Savage is one of those guys that when you look at him, you see the potential that's there. You get a chance to watch him practice and see him throw the football. But he hasn't had many chances to play in games, and you just wonder if given a full shot, what exactly would it look like?
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now it's Miller. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
When you think of the Texans, you think this is a team that likes to throw the football. In 2016, though, they weren't very good at it. 29th overall in passing, but they were 8th in rushing. So let's see if they lean on the running game to start this contest. And they're hoping to get more consistency throwing the ball downfield.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll try the air now with Savage. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Ranking 24th overall in total defense is not something that excites Kansas City, but they offset that in a big way in 2016. They forced 33 turnovers, which led the league by 3, and ended up plus 16 in turnover margin, which tied for first in the NFL, which helped lead them to a playoff run.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Savage from the shotgun snap. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Tom Savage took over as a starting quarterback late in 2016, but got hurt, unable to play in the playoffs. But he's back entrenched as Bill O'Brien's #1 QB starting 2017. But Deshaun Watson, their #1 choice, lurking in the wings.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They go play fake. Now Savage. The catch made by Miller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they're operating in the red zone. On 1st down, Savage. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. This is Miller, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Savage. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading them out, their veteran signal caller, been in this league a while, 13th season, Alex Smith.
And head coach Andy Reid has said, even with Patrick Mahomes being picked number 10 in the draft overall, people think he's going to replace him. Alex Smith is our guy, and he should be. Third in the league in the number of wins behind only Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers since 2011.
It's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So we've got a challenge forthcoming here. And new this year, the ref will no longer go to a monitor on the sideline. He'll have a tablet brought out directly to him on the field.
Yeah, and that should move things along a little bit quicker. He doesn't have to run all the way over, go under the hood as he used to, and come out and render a decision. Talk directly with New York, looking at the tablet, and reach a final call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Three yards to go on second down. They'll run now with Ware. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. It's a close game here early on, and we're back to Arrowhead after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Smith. His throw incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On the ground, this is Ware. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet. Right there at the 43. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
On fourth down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's Savage on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Novak to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Novak out now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down. Here's Savage. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Savage on first. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Second and 10, going with Savage again. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
First and 10, Savage. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
To throw on second down is Savage. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, here's Savage. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Savage now on second. Underneath for Miller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive. On first down, it's Savage. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Second down now after the pass completion. Operating from the gun. Savage. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Texans on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Savage wants to throw yet again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. A first down throw coming. Savage. And that is incomplete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 2nd and 10, Savage. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Benny Logan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This from 36 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They run it here. Where? A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Chiefs haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Texans have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Hit to late in the first. Savage getting this one in the hands of his speedy wideout, Will Fuller. As this play will go for 6. Now 1st and 10 as they take a 7-0 lead. Hopkins wide open on the deep pass. And he's going to go 80 yards for the score. 1st and 10. Defense will get to the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Continuing on the drive, Logan's got the sack here. This will go for a loss of 8. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now it's Smith. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Out to the right here to Wilson. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Don't just love advanced stats. For Alex Smith last season, 2.38 seconds from the snap to the ball was out of his hands. He's quick.
Fastest of any quarterback in the league. Another instance right there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Room here to run. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's 17-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tom Savage and the rest of his Texans offense heading back out there. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's got room. Lamar Miller, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 77 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Novak out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's Ware, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, here's Smith. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Kansas City first. Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler, Kelsey. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. They run again with Ware. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now Smith. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Smith throwing again. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. Again, Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They run a draw here on second down, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Out of the gun, Smith. And able to find Conley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off by a Spencer Ware touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Second down following the incompletion. Miller. Quick move by Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Savage is going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Novak's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. Twisting away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
The previous play is under review. After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. He'll leave this for Ware. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Smith on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again. Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. To the air again, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, here's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A very solid gain of 27. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Throwing is Smith. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead will shrink to 6. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. .35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this.
Montana. You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know? What up, Pink? Man.